I'm investigating whether or not the Onikafuchi Defense Alliance is related to a certain incident. There's a possibility that the Minister of Construction, Inagai, is being forced by someone. Saying there's a possibility is a kind of a roundabout way of putting it. It appears there's a mole close to the Minister, and due to that mole, the Minister had been monitored quite thoroughly, and was seemingly forced to cede to the threats right away. None of that was reported to us or the police. I see. So that's why you're saying there's only a possibility he's being caused. In that case, isn't it a little strange? The Minister didn't report this to anybody. How did you guys know about this incident? If he didn't spy on the Minister's private life, we would have never found out. I don't think we have to provide that information to the informants, so I'm omitting it. Explanation, I mean. Which she had apparently caught on and quietly chuckled when I refused to explain. I see. There's a spy close to the Minister, so public safety made it a highly classified investigation. That certainly is a very amicable story, is it? If this matter becomes public, not only would this affect the Minister's political life, but the possibility of there being a shift in the political landscape is extremely high. If the perpetrator's aim is indeed that, then this could develop into a very grave situation. Well, with the government having development projects all over the country, they've butted heads with quite a few people. It wouldn't take much wrongdoing for the left-wing parties to suddenly garner more support. We're currently investigating what demands are being forced on the Minister. But at least we have a good idea of how he's being threatened. How? The Minister's grandson was kidnapped. They're denying it, but judging from when he was last seen, I believe it's already been over 72 hours since the kidnapping. So 3 days. If they were just after ransom money, they would have been settled by now. Maybe this isn't for monetary gain. The possibility that they're forcing the Minister to do something politically is extremely high. That's something we just can't consent to. So then, the Onikafuchi Defense Alliance was listed as one of the possible perpetrators. That's correct. Kidnap the Minister's grandson and demand the cancellation of the dam project. What do you think, Ooishi-san? From your point of view, do you think that's possible? Ooishi seemed to ponder the idea for a while. The section chief at the regional office had responded immediately with, "It's possible." However, Ooishi was this well informed about the matter was hemming and hawing. Finally, just a little bit, he said something that was really just a little bit strange. This was before the Meiji era, you see. This area wasn't named Hinamizawa village back then. It was called Onikafuchi. This is just what I heard from my grandmother. You know, considering Ooishi's age, God knows how old he is. He's probably in his late 50s or 60s or something. So that would go back quite a ways, wouldn't it? Wait, I can't remember. In one arc he said either his mother or his grandmother or something, and the way he worded it made it seem like she was still alive. Or maybe he was saying that in a different context, I don't know. Because he's quite old. I mean, if his mother was still alive, I could imagine that, but his grandmother, man, she'd have to be ancient. Anyways, this topic was so completely and suddenly unrelated to the subject of the kidnapping of the minister's grandson that I was taken slightly aback. Well, actually, no. There's the possibility, I suppose, actually. Wait, no, it isn't. Actually, no. Never mind. That would be like, definitely be over 100 years old. Anyways, Onikafuchi. Oh, so that's why they're called the Onikafuchi Defense Alliance. You see, the village of Onikafuchi was said to be inhabited by demons that devoured humans. Even now, it's believed that the blood of those demons partially courses through the veins of the villagers. Demons that devour humans? Ooishi-san, what are you saying? It's information. I got a lot from you just now. A little too much. In exchange, I'm giving you a little freebie. Ooishi finally smiled, but it didn't seem like he was fooling around. Please continue. You see, these human-devouring demons. Normally they were, Riverdale's Taoists higher transcendence and live tucked away from the rest of the world. But they eat people after all, so apparently they'd go to villages in the foothills regularly and abduct their prey. They used to call them that being deemed away, or onikakushi. Demoned away. Seriously, that still bugs me, that is onikakushi. I mean, it's in the name, isn't it? Onikafuchi, onikakushi. God damn it, onikafuchi, fuchi. Are you in here? I don't think it was last time I checked, really. I think that is foo, isn't it? Well, there is a fuchi in here, but it means edge. Maybe that... I think it was like... I can't remember what onikafuchi meant now. It's like Demon's Swamp or something like that. I can't quite remember. Or maybe it is Demon's Edge, actually. That could also make sense. Maybe it has that character then. How about onikakushi? Kakushi? Are you in there? Kakushi? Anyone? Kakushi? No? Kakushi? Nope. Wait. Kakusu. Maybe that's the word that's used in onikakushi, only without the su at the end, because that means to hide something away. So maybe that's what onikakushi is, because that's essentially what they've pointed out, is like demon away. So onikakushi, actually that makes sense, that makes a lot of sense. I've seen that a lot of times. Like, I'll see words where it's like kakusu, but it can also replace the su with shi and so on and so forth. So that's what it is. Essentially a literal translation would be demon hide or something like that. But, and like make more sense, it essentially means demoned away. That's how you could word it. Because that's what it is. Oni means demon or ogre, and kakushi, or kakusu as it's got written in my dictionary, means to hide something away, so it's a demon taking something away. Therefore, demoned away. That makes sense now. And I can also see why when it comes to translating from Japanese to English, that they have to kind of like work around it. They can't just do a literal translation, because it'd make no sense. I wonder if that's why Google Translate does that sometimes, a lot of times really. Like, it can translate like one word, two words, few words, common sentences. If you try to give it a mouthful of text, then it'll translate it awkwardly, because I think that's probably how it is. It's probably not like advanced enough to be able to translate it 100%. It probably just reads and just like translates it literally, so you get a literal translation rather than it's rearranging it. Like an actual human translator would be like, okay, this is, you got this word, and this word, we're gonna look at it, arrange the context so that it makes sense in English. While Google Translate probably doesn't do that unless it's like really simple stuff. That's pretty interesting really about solid languages, isn't it? It was the first time I heard such a peculiar phrase. However, I felt something slightly ominous from this horrifying tale of demons abducting people in order to eat them. Look, you know how there's that common phrase, spirited away? When people suddenly go missing one day, they call it that. When the same thing happens around here, they call it being demoned away. I wonder what the Japanese word for spirited away is. I mean, he's just pointing out right there, isn't it? That's a common phrase. It isn't the first time I've heard that phrase used in any... I've not heard it in Japanese itself, but it's like, think of like Fail Frame Project Zero series. They've have that in there, just like worded, just like, oh, spirited away. They have that kind of context a bit, you know, but I don't know what the Japanese word for it is. I imagine it's like onikakushi, in which it's like combining two words together. How does that old tale relate to the matter at hand? Oh no, there's no direct relation. I'm just making some small talk here. It's just... Ka-thump, ka-thump. The car shook. Wait. I just... Before we move on, I just realized I could just do this. Oh well, it's probably gonna be a freaking kanji, but I just remembered they technically got a Japanese version, haven't they? What does that say? It's in katakana. Katakana. I'm gonna have to use my dictionary to look at the katakana section because I still, to this day, have not memorized the katakana completely. I think that's ko though. No, actually, maybe? I think the first one is. Did I remember correctly on that? Yeah, that's ko. I think that might be Koso. Actually, with English, second. Config. So it might actually be N, actually, or N. Could it be? Where's N? I forget. Yeah, it is. That's the odd thing about Japanese. You see this character right here, right? It's also like... Oh, I see what the difference is. There's another one that looks identical to this, but you know what the slight difference is? Is this line right here is like a bit more horizontal. Not completely, but it's a bit, you know, goes a bit up further, straighter, but it still has that curve. So it's a very subtle difference. So that'd be pretty much the same as in English, except with the Japanese kind of pronunciation. So it'd be like config. Config. I'll probably just pronounce config or something. Config. No, it's not. Yeah, it is actually. It's gu. So config. That's one thing I've noticed about like Japanese and katakana though, is if it's like that, could you just pronounce it like how it is? Because it's borrowing from English, so could you just say it in English? It'd be like config. That's essentially what it says. Do you have to pronounce it like that if you're speaking in Japanese? Or do you... That's just one thing that I just kind of like noticed. Anyways... Let me check that one as well. Okay. That's what helps. If I can see it in English as well, then I can kind of get where it's going pronunciation-wise. So it's like skip, blah, do. I think that might... No, that can't be a kanji character. Can it? Kind of recognize it, so it might be... No. I think it is a kanji character. Wait. Skippermodo. Yep. So that is more. Anyways, let's get to the point here. Blah, ga, blah, reru. Log, 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 log. Actually, first things first, let's see it in English, so I can kind of get the idea where it's going there. Confirm. Resolution, so no matter how does it go? Spirited Away, that's quite a bit away there, isn't it? Ooh, yeah, I have no idea where Spirited Away is in that. See that right there? That's one character that I know. That's usually when referring to people. And it's right there again, see it? It's quite a common character, but I don't know. That means what? So he's probably saying Nanka right there. That one's one that I find kind of like easy to spot. The only one really. Hora, so he's probably being like look or something like that. Yoku something ni. That's probably Spirited Away right there. Actually, that right there is the very character that's in the freaking name of the village right there. What was it again? Onikakushi. So this one also ends in she. So you got two different ones here. They both use the same second character as the first character, that separates the two. But fuck if I know the pronunciation. Let's go back to English and continue on, shall we? The car shook. At some point, the gravel road had changed to a pavement. Actually, let me just confirm while I was right there. Yeah, I was right, actually, when I said Hora, that probably means look. Right there, man, right there. And like how he's like, how does that old telltale relate to the matter at hand? So how in form of what there, essentially. Use of the same character. So it's kind of confusing. It can be used like similar situations. It's weird. Actually, again, look at the log. I saw person, the character for referring to people in there quite a bit. You know how there's a common phrase married away when people, so probably be Hito or something like that. There was another one I think around here. It must have been for relationship. See what I mean though about characters? It's like it was used here, people, and it also used here probably for relationship. But it obviously have a different pronunciation based on the context of what you're referring to with it. So it just really confuses me when they're like that. Anyways. God damn, I have to click on it twice. It's just what? And around here, the phrase demon away is something of a code for disappearance and kidnappings. I just thought I'd mention that. I don't know if this has anything to do with the kidnappings of the minister's grandson. Well, there's no deep meaning behind it. Just there's a little bit of history. Let's just confirm. Why not? Nan desu. Kono blade blade ni. So, oni kakushi. she. See what I mean about that? So that's all Oni right there. That's Kaku. And then she added at the end. So it's the other way around, actually. The other one was the one that was for, Spirited Away. Could it also have Kaku then? Because they had this cat as well. Or could it have been a different wording? And the only difference is the first character. Let's see how much of this I can translate here. Toyo no blee 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 blee, or that's used. I'm not 100% sure what this character is used for. I think it's like to pretty much like add something to a sentence that is pretty much connected to the other bit of the sentence. I don't know. Suru. Yoro. I don't know. Every time I see katakana, it always throws me off because I know that it's something that is like pretty much for foreign words. So like think English words in the Japanese language. But every time I see it, I get thrown off. But whatever. Ga aru toyun koto dake wa o rashi te o ko uto imashite. Blah 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 no. Blah 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 no. Blah no. Blah 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 to. Blah blah blah. Arukawa. Wait, what? That's a confusing looking one there. Could that be ha in that case then? Because it's got wa right after it. Akari. Or maybe it's actually Akari Masenga. I think that means I don't understand. I recognize this phrase actually. Is it always written out in hiragana? Wakari masengane ma I dawa nine or nine. No, I do that. This 9 this. Sona Hino Reno actually. Ga are toyu koto ga da ke te bo ne demune. That's just laughter, isn't it? This is not a time to be trying out my terrible translating abilities that are almost non-existent, really. Continue with the plot. Onikakushi, human-eating demons coming down to the foothills and abducting their prey. Then, in order to cancel the damn project that threatened the submerged village they lived in, did they demon away the minister's grandson. Then had they already made an example out of the minister's grandson and eaten him alive? Well, that's quite a morbid thought, isn't it? It's a bit of an interesting old tale, isn't it? Yeah, that... Because, like, you know, Ooishi has a distinctly written laugh, so that must have been Akasaka this back. It's a bit hard to believe. If you set foot into the demon's village without reason, you'll probably be captured and eaten alive. So don't go near Onikafuchi. Kids these days wouldn't have these superstitions, would they? Even amongst the older folk in Okinawa born in the Meiji area, there's quite a few who wouldn't heed these warnings. Let's actually see what Onikafuchi is. It's like so much for me being like, let's go on the plot. I'm curious, okay? I want to know what the actual Japanese words are. It's in here somewhere. look out for this one specific character. I'm thinking this character, but it might not be because it appears twice. I like how the laughter is pretty much the same in Japanese there. Ha 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 ha. Shotto, blah 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 blah. This and that. Bloody worry, blah sorry, blah 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 ni wa blee blee blue kuna blah blah no blee 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 wa kuna blah 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 ji ba sengane bloody blue no blee 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 marero blah 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 re blah 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 blah. Yeah, fuck it. I can't recognize where it is in that sentence. Just get on with the plots. Hinamizawa village was feared by the people in the area. I recalled that piece of information I heard from the Prefectural Public Safety Division. In any case, we're in the boonies out here. It's kind of expected that there'd be some superstitions around. Somebody from Tokyo like you, Akasaka-san, probably couldn't even begin to imagine it, could you? God damn it, here I go again. I just want to see if his laugh has a distinct translation as well. Isn't that the character for what? Go back, go back. That's a bit different. Okay, so it's kind of... Could it be that there's even more uses for that character than I thought? God damn it, just when I thought I was getting the hang of at least one kanji character, you throw a curveball at me like that. Could it be Nanshi? I don't bloody know. I just know that it usually is translated as, pronounced as nan. You know, like nani, or, you know, or maybe it's nashi, I don't know. I have no idea. Where's your laughter, Ooishi? Ah, ha, 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 ha! See these bits right here? I've mentioned this before in... I think it was in the Go to Go Nippon LP. But these right here indicate a drawn out pronunciation. They're kind of weird. And if you see them as a bigger version, it's actually the character for tsu, like tsunami, you know, stuff like that. Or tsundere, and all that. That's basically the character for it if it was bigger. Otherwise, if it appears like this, it's just drawn out the pronunciation. It's kind of weird. Anyways, enough of this bullshit. I know I've said that before, but let's get on with it, goddammit. The man-eating demons, as the price for violating the sanctity of their village, kidnapped the minister's grandson and swallowed him whole. That ludicrous idea flew through my head. It was so absurd I was half disgusted with myself. I wish she was just teasing me. Stupid. It was all really so stupid. Come to think of it, by then I may have already been seized by the curse of that doomless village. For me to realize that would take a little more time. Higurashi when they cry. I forget the actual name in Japanese. Tips. But Naku means cry, so it's in there somewhere. Achievement unlocked. Land of the Demons. So that's why he looks like that. Well, let's call the recording there. Been an hour 37 minutes. Let's actually have a look at those cards, shall we? Look at that adorable face. Go home. If you don't, you'll regret it. I think this is also from this art. Going for a ride. That was a lie, wasn't it? That's the only relevant one right here. This is like... I mean, look at all these cards I got here. I haven't got many, really. Well, I've got quite a number here. You get 4 from these ones. But I clearly don't use Steam as much as a lot of people are. Like, I've heard people say, oh, I've got hundreds of games on Steam that I haven't played and shit like that. Me, all I got is Dread Out, Go-Go Nippon, and Higurashi novels. It's just like... And I haven't even played Dread Out in freaking... maybe... I think I might have played it earlier this year, briefly, but my laptop just can't play it anymore. And I suck at it anyway, really. I need a control pad to play games like that, because well, even that, I think the controls are a bit finicky in general. Maybe it's just because I suck at using the mouse. Always a possibility. You know, having a missing finger on my left hand makes it kind of hard to freaking use either the keyboard or the mouse with it, so it's a bit of a pain in the ass. But anyways, that's the only one relevant to this part, really, isn't it? What are the other ones? Clueless. What a charming expression. Sinking feeling. It's already been decided. This is the one that was unlocked yesterday when I recorded the first part for this arc. But this is the only one relevant. So we unlocked that one, and that one. Have we even seen that expression on Rika's face before? I mean, this is a clear indication. We're going to run into Rika, obviously, in this arc. I mean, she is like, you know, the, what's the word I'm looking for? The character portrait thing on the, well, I just show it right here. Yeah, don't like scrolling it like that, but see it right there? So that's clear indication this was going to be one of her arcs. I hope doing this doesn't screw up when I next load up the frigging novel and it ends up being in a different position, because then I'd have to readjust shit. But anyways, if that's the case, this is breaks in 1978, like 4 years before the main plot. So she is 4 years younger than that, and she was already pretty young. Just compare a picture from, this is how she appeared in Tatari Goroshi. There is literally no difference. Just be like, but she looks taller in that one compared to that one. Well, that wouldn't make sense, because that's when she was younger. She's even wearing the same clothes. Well, whatever. So we've got a card of pretty much everyone. Heck, even Shion. So, actually, have we? Well, we haven't got one of Tomitake. And, who else haven't we got? We've got Takano as well. I just think Tomitake might be the only one we haven't got one of. Which is a shame, because, well, actually, no, never mind. There's still the other arcs, so he might appear in the card drop at some point. But we only get 4 card drops per novel. I still don't understand them fully. Just like, is it collectibles? I mean, how do you... Well, the trading cards. What, do you just trade it with other people who have the same novel on Steam? I don't know. Whatever the case, I will see you next time, viewers. See you next time.